About to prove that power is half mu omega square a square into velocity, and also kinetic energy per unit length or potential energy per unit length is given by half mu omega square a square cos square omega t minus kx for y equal to a sine omega t minus kx. So let us go for the proof. Firstly, we will find kinetic energy per unit length. So you know that small kinetic energy for a wave traveling, and we will take dx element here on it. So for dx element we can write kinetic energy as half of mass, and mass is, say, mass density is mu times dx length. So this is mass of that element into velocity square, and velocity is dy by dt whole square, and we can find dy by dt by differentiating this one. So finally you have half mu dx into dy by dt comes out to be a omega cos omega t minus kx and whole square of this. So you have dk by dx, that is kinetic energy per unit length, as this half mu a square omega square cos square omega t minus kx square, that is given here. So now we will look forward for potential energy. So to find potential energy, you know that the work done by tension in this segment of wire would be stored in form of potential energy. So work done by tension would be tension into the change in length. So say that here the dx length that was initially given is now elongated to dl length. We will draw a triangle here. So this is a dx length, and now it has become stretched to dl, and this was a dy, say. Then you can write t dot final length is a dl minus initial was a dx, and you can write dl as root of dx square plus dy square, root of dx whole square plus dy whole square. And let us remove dx common from the whole thing. So you have t dx times root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square minus 1. And now we are going to apply binomial theorem, because we are going to assume that dy by dx is very small. That means this angle theta is very small, and hence we have t dx times 1 plus half of dy by dx whole square minus 1, and this plus minus 1 cancel each other, and we are left out with du equal to t times t by 2 times dy by dx whole square, and we will bring this dx down so you can find potential energy per unit length, and we will see value of dy by dx as minus ka times cos of omega t minus kx whole square. So this is t by 2 and minus ka. So we are just squaring it, so negative sign won't matter. Cos square of omega t minus kx. And now we are about to apply formulas like, you know, kv equal to omega and velocity is root t by mu. So we are gonna substitute here. So value of t would come out to be mu times v square. So this is mu v square k square a square by 2 times this cos square. And now we also know kv is omega. So finally you can clearly see that it comes out exactly same as we got value of dk by dx. So this is same as du by dx, and hence we are aware that at any point the potential energy per unit length and kinetic energy per unit length both are gonna be same. Now let us find the power. So you know that power can be given as average energy per unit time, and you know average energy would be just du plus dk divided by time. But we have dk by dx, so just divide multiply by time, so you would be having your value of du by dt and dk by dt. So if you just here divide and multiply by time, then dx by dt would definitely mean that it is velocity of wave. So you have value of dk by dt, and similarly I will write here downside, you have value of dk by dt and du by dt same, which is mu times v square k square a square beta, I write this as omega, mu times omega square a square by 2 into velocity times cos square of this. So this is value of dk by dt and du by dt. And we know that power is meant with average energy, and you can clearly see that here average of this is definitely depending only on cos square. So both have values of u omega square a square v by 4, and we have to add up du by dt plus dk by dt. So finally it comes to be twice of this value, which is mu v a square omega square divided by 2. This is our power finally.